This is electrical machine trainer, useful in electrical department. This is our electrical machine trainer control panel. This is aluminum 5x4 profile rack. The first row consisting of input 3-phase DOL starter panel EMT1. This is MCB. These are R, Y, B indication. This is DOL starter, green is start, stop, start. Once after starting DOL starter, output of the 3-phase will come 1, 2, 3. R for 1, socket number 1, Y for socket number 2, B for B phase for socket number 3. This is 3-phase bidirectional power cum energy meter panel EMT20. Output of the EMT1 to be connected to input of the EMT20. This panel is useful to measure the 3-phase R, Y, B, various parameters, voltage, current, kVAR, kW, frequency and other parameters, power factor and wattage. This is forward reverse star delta starter panel EMT4. Towards forward direction, this is, and other side is reverse direction. This is star delta switch. Towards left side star connection and towards right side a delta connection. This is single phase motor alternator sync motor panel EMT16. These are two MCBs. One is 4 ampere MCB, the other one is 1.6 ampere MCB. And this is alternator switch for AC motor and AC generator. This is DC motor switch for DC generator and motor. These two switches are useful for to run the synchronous motor. This is external load, lamp load. You can count the load. This is integrated single phase measurement panel EMT20F. You can count the input, live network here, input, and this meter will measure various parameters of single phase supply: voltage, hertz, current, frequency, kW, kWh, kVA, kV hours and kVAR. Here two ranges are available. One is 1 ampere range, and if the switch is FW1 kept the right side, you can measure up to 5 ampere. For the 5 ampere, you can short that 13 and 14. This is to the connector to be a load. This is rotor resistor cum 3-phase synchronous motor control panel EMT5A, and this is EMT5B. These EMT5A, 5B useful in to run the synchronous motor and 3-phase AC integrated motor. It is the rotor resistance. It can connect the load of rotor resistance. Here you have 15 ohm, 21 ohm, 30 ohm, different resistances you can add in 3-phase AC integrated machines. This is instrumentation power supply cum multi-channel DPM panel EMT8. This is useful for supply to the EMT9 panels. Here this is the power on input. So here 3 line neutral outputs of concerned AW1, AW2, AW3. This is power on LED. Here 12 volt output will come. The rotary switch, you can measure the speed on DPM in 2 ranges. One is 2000 less than 2000 RPM and more than 2000 RPM. The first range is less than 2000 RPM and second position is more than 2000 RPM. The third range is to measure the load cell in kg torque. Fourth and fifth is NC. This is a 2 channel to connect the DPM to measure the voltage. This is connected to the FRC cable to the EMT9 panels. EMT9 is SAR cum actuator panel, EMT9. Here there is an input of red symbol 7 and 8. You can connect the live to 7, neutral to 8. You will get output from 9 and 13. 9 is output positive, 13 is output negative. This is the bridge circuit, SCR bridge circuit. These are 2R pulse transformer. Once the input is connected, you will get the output by rotating this port towards clockwise direction. So output voltage is 0 to 200 volt. It is useful to run the DC motors. Here it is signal conditional circuit of speed to measure the speed. This is the FTP converter. You can give the DC motor speed assembly. You will get the pulses here and output voltage 0 to 2.5 through converter. This is torque assembly. You can measure the torque in 0 to 2.5 volt. Conversion will be done through DPM in kgs. These are other 2 panels, identical panels of SAR actuator panel EMT9. These 2 are also required to run the DC motor for field voltage, armature voltage and rotor voltage also. These panels are DC voltmeter panel, ammeter panel. This is DC voltmeter 0 to 300 volt DC. This is ammeter panel 0 to 5 ampere to run to measure the DC voltage and DC current. This is also similar panel to measure the DC voltage and DC current. Left side is the DC voltmeter panel to measure the 0 to 300 voltage and right side DC ammeter panel 0 to 5 ampere. This is variable AC and DC panel. This is input of the dimmer. You can get AC output here 0 to 270 volt 3 ampere. If you connect the input to AC here, you can get the output 0 to 300 volt DC. Up to 6 ampere you can use it. This is AC load resistor panel EMT14A. This is AC load resistor panel for 3-phase supply. So you can load any motor to apply the load. Here different ranges of AC voltage load 10K, 5K, 3.5K, 2.5K, 2K, 1.5K. This is here R phase, Y phase and B phase. This is mainly 3-phase AC load resistor panel 14A. This is DC load resistor panel. Here selector switch of different load 750 ohm, 600 ohm, 300 ohm, 12 ohm 162 ohm, 125 ohm, 112 ohm, 100 ohm. Here DC load, you can apply the load different ranges with the help of selector switch. This is inductive capacitive load panel EMT 15A, 15B. 15A is the inductive load, 15B is the capacitive load. Inductive load is 0.75 Henry, 3 Henry of 3 phases. One is R phase, this is Y phase, and this is B phase. This is capacitive load panel of 1.25 microfarad, 2.5 microfarad and 5 microfarad for the 3 phase. This is single R phase, this is Y phase, and this is the B phase. This is total panel is inductive load and capacitive load panel. This is DC integrated machine, prime motor. It works as a series motor, shunt motor and compound motor. You can use it as a motor and generator. This is speed sensor output to measure the speed of the DC motor. Pulses will come here, 5-pin audio connector. The other end of the connector, bell connector, connected to SAR actuator panel EMT 9 of the connector. To measure the speed. This is torque sensor output connector. Connect the 5-pin audio cable. One side you connect the chassis, other side of the connector connected to SAR actuator panel towards right side. Here there is a 2-channel SW5 left side and right side of the load cells. This is 3-phase AC integrated machine. This machine will work as a motor or generator, depends on your experiment. This is rotor of the 3-phase AC integrated machine, and this is stator of the 3-phase AC integrated machine. This AC integrated machine you can use as a motor or generator, depends on your experiment. This is motor works at 1500 rpm, 415 volt, 50 Hz. This is 3-phase AC integrated machine. You can couple to prime mover of DC integrated machine. This is one machine, 3-phase AC integrated machine. You can couple, like we have 7 machines. This is first machine, 3-phase AC integrated machine. You can use as a generator and motor. Like we have single phase AC integrated machine and